Zimbabwe has recorded more than 270 million kilometers of tobacco output on the back of increased production by small-scale farmers who grew the bulk of the crop. At the back of this, a significant breakthrough. Local farmers are amplifying the calls for a vibrant local credit initiatives, cognizant that 95% of the crop is funded by international contractors and most of that revenue will be repatriated offshore. However, local farmers are being encouraged to diversify their farming activities to enhance production and the financial status. Details of that in this report.
By June 20th, a record 272 million kilograms of the golden leaf had gone under the hammer, 53% more than at the same time last year, and higher than the previous best 261 million kilograms achieved in 2019. Officials credit a surge of new small-scale growers for the feat.
It's also an issue of increasing on quality. That is actually sort of attributed as well to the increase in volume of the crop. The farmers have produced more in terms of kgs per hectare, including even other non-traditional tobacco growing areas. You find areas that are not synonymous with growing tobacco is actually also started growing the crop.
Sales have so far raked in over $822 million. With 95% of the crop funded by international contractors, most of that revenue will be repatriated offshore, amplifying calls for local credit lines.
Banks should not be hesitant to lend the money. I know banks always say, it's people's money, there's an element of a risk. I'm sure the banks should also take the risk as what the contractors have actually done. They've taken the risk and it's actually working.
A blemish on the season has been a marginal decline in average prices per kilogram from $3.04 last year to $3.02 this year.
If we were to get the prices go up so that they will match the expenses, then we will remain afloat. But as we speak now, things are difficult for us farmers because we are relying heavily on inputs which are very expensive. Fertilizers have gone up, labor has gone up, and our price of tobacco remain stagnant. So our profit margin is very limited at the moment.
Farmers have been encouraged to use proceeds from tobacco to grow other crops in order to diversify their income streams. As part of a long-term strategy to increase revenues to the sector, the government says it intends to mobilize domestic finance to fund tobacco production as well as enhance local value addition. Farai Mwakutuya, CGTN, Harare, Zimbabwe.